Mr. Dixon, you qualified as a geologist. Am I right?
My first degree was in chemistry and geology.
And I see that you're currently not affiliated to any forensic body.
That is so, my lady.
You've been with the forensic science lab of the police.
That is so, my lady, from 1994.
And you understand what the difference is between a normal general witness and an expert witness.
I do, my lady.
Now, what would the difference be?
The difference is that the layman has not got specific knowledge in the area in which they are doing their examination. And an expert would be somebody who has got experience in applying their training to the matter at hand.
Well, Judge Thokozile Mazipa has granted a 2-week adjournment in the Oscar Pistorius murder trial in the North Gauteng High Court. Prosecutor Gerrie Nel requested the postponement as his junior counsel had other long-running cases to attend to. Well, the defense did not oppose that application. For more on those court proceedings, we cross now to our reporter Patricia Visage. She's live from the steps of the North Gauteng High Court. Good afternoon, Patricia, and welcome to the PM News Desk.
Well, good afternoon.
Well, a pugnacious Nel today trying to shake the credibility of Dixon by questioning him on his qualifications. How is Dixon holding up so far, Patricia?
Well, certainly it seemed like he was not holding up much well, because the state prosecutor, Advocate Gerrie Nel, really went to the heart of the matter, tearing into his testimony, punching holes into his testimony as he was casting complete doubt on his credibility, questioning his integrity, and at times even calling him irresponsible for making, points on some elements and on some areas which the advocate felt that he had no expertise on and he had no right to really give his opinion on. But I think most importantly was perhaps the Paralympians' behavior throughout Dixon's testimony. At times we saw Oscar Pistorius, covering his ears, burying his head in his hands, almost as if he was trying to avoid listening to Dixon giving a testimony about some of the forensic tests that he had performed on the crime scene, of course, relating to the key evidence that is, formulating the backbone of this case at this point in time.
Patricia, now Mr. Dixon testified that Ms. Steenkamp's right arm may have been stretched out toward the handle of the toilet door, suggesting that she may have been in the process of opening that door. Now the defense is trying hard here to cast doubt on the prosecution's case that Reeva in fact was hiding from Oscar after a fight and had locked herself in the cubicle. But this is a case that's going to come down to the quality of expert testimony from both sides right now.
Certainly, and yesterday when Roger Dixon took the stand, of course, as his testimony was led into evidence by defense advocate Barry Roo, it sounded as if he was very much firm and sure of what he was testifying about. But today it was almost like it's somebody completely different when the state took him on the stand. When Advocate Gerrie Nel started cross-examining him, it seemed like he was not sure, not certain of what he was talking about, almost agitating the advocate as he was accusing him of almost not knowing what he was talking about, punching into the credibility of what he was talking about, questioning his qualifications and whether he is a ballistic expert or whether he is a sound expert, going completely against what Dixon is testifying. And it seemed as if he was not keeping up with what he testified yesterday when he was giving evidence to the defense.
Now also grilling Dixon on those sound tests, Patricia. Tell us why this is relevant.
Now, you would remember much earlier in this trial the testimonies of the various neighbors who took to the stand, who testified about the two different set of sounds that they heard. One, of course, would be the sound of the gunshots that the neighbors must have heard in the wee hours of Valentine's Day last year. Those would be the gunshots of Oscar Pistorius having shot Reeva Steenkamp, and that was followed by what sounded like the cricket bat striking the bathroom door at the time when the Paralympian obviously was trying to break down the bathroom door to get to Reeva Steenkamp after shooting her. So, of course, the state is trying to get clarity on what type of test that Roger Dixon performed to get, the different sounds from the different distances. This would be the sound of the cricket bat striking the door versus the sounds of a gunshot. Now, Roger Dixon told the court that he was not present when they did the gunshot sounds, but he himself was there when they did the cricket bat sounds, and that, of course, brought him under immense scrutiny as the advocate asked him how he can testify about tests that were done outside his presence.
Patricia, the decision to broadcast this trial has indeed brought South Africans closer to their courts, and it gives them an opportunity to see firsthand how our justice is administered in the country. How good a job do you think is the media doing in conveying the intricacies of this trial to the public?
Well, the media is the ears and eyes of the public out there. I think the media is trying, very, very hard to bring this trial to the public as things happen, to give the public a blow-by-blow account of the trial as it unfolds. Of course, it's not easy, and the media is going out, trying every angle and every aspect to make sure that the larger public out there and the world at large is updated. And no, we also try very much to also, inform them about the various legal terms and terminology that is used so that people can understand not only what is happening with the trial, but also understand how the legal system in broad works. So, yeah, the media is really, working hard to make sure that the public at large is educated and well informed about the Oscar Pistorius murder trial.
The SABC's Patricia Visage, thank you for your time. Well, court will adjourn after tomorrow's proceedings for 2 weeks until May the 5th. We will continue our live coverage of the Oscar Pistorius murder trial.